Brittany, and today's video, I'm super excited. It's all about Orphan First Kill. Orphan First Kill stars Isabelle Fuhrman, who plays the iconic Esther. Now, before we get into this video, guys, thank you so much for voting for me to become the face of horror. I will leave the link down below. Vote for me every single day. I think it's once a day, every 24 hours until September 15th. Thank you guys so much for voting. It means the absolute world to me. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, please, and thank you. If you don't subscribe, Esther's gonna kill me. So subscribe! This is the prequel. Yes, the original Orphan movie came out in 2009. Isabelle Fuhrman was only 9 years old at the time when she was playing Esther. She's now a grown adult playing a 9-year-old once again. What the heck? And she did a fabulous job. You know, at first when this movie came out, this is gonna be my honest review. I know it's a little late because the movie literally came out like 3 weeks ago and I literally just watched it. Like, I finished it, what time is it? I finished it 2 hours ago, but I had to make this video. I am a huge fan of the original Orphan. Now, there's gonna be spoilers in this video for the original Orphan, but if you haven't seen that, I mean, that was so long ago. And of course, for the new movie, I almost called it, yeah, Orphan First Kill. There's gonna be all kinds of spoilers. So if you haven't watched it yet, I suggest you watch the movie first and then come back to this video so we can talk. So the major secret and plot twist from Orphan, the original movie, is Esther was actually a 33-year-old woman the entire time, and she was portraying a 9-year-old little girl. She has a disorder that causes her to stop growing. She was played by Isabelle Fuhrman, who is absolutely amazing. Isabelle Fuhrman was 9 years old at the time. She came back to play Esther again as a grown adult. A grown adult. And they killed it. They did amazing. When I first heard Orphan First Kill was, you know, in production, I was like, what? How are they even gonna do that? But they did an amazing job making Isabelle look like she's 9 years old again. Obviously, she had body doubles for like the distant shots and, you know, to see that she's, you know, shorter and looks like a child. But overall, she still looks how she looks back in 2009. So I thought that was pretty damn amazing. And her accent was amazing, and like, she was just Esther. She just jumped right back into the role. So that was probably so exciting for her. I'll be honest, I was really nervous for this movie to come out because I just didn't know how it was gonna top the first movie with the biggest secret ever that no one saw coming. Like, are they going to repeat it again with another family? Like, is it going to be kind of the same movie since we already know Esther's biggest secret? Is it going to go more into her background? I just didn't know how they could top that. And I'm going to be honest, they didn't top it, but Orphan First Kill, I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. So basically, we see Esther, or Lena, that's her real name, and we see her at the psychiatric hospital, and we know from the first movie that she's the most dangerous patient there, and they bring that up again in the beginning, and she's just on this killing rampage. Like, she is killing everybody. She then escapes the psychiatric hospital. So once Esther escapes, she kills a woman, she uses her computer, and she's going online to find her new identity. She's looking up missing children, and that's when she comes across this little girl named Esther, who happens to look so much like her. So that's how she got the name Esther. So in the original Orphan, she was 33, but in this movie, it's 2 years earlier. So she's 31 in this movie. She's then out late at night, swinging on a swing, and a police officer approaches her, and she turns herself in and basically says, I'm Esther, I'm the missing child. I want to see my family. She didn't say she wants to see her family, but she says she's Esther. She doesn't know anything about this girl except that they look a lot alike, and she's like, you know what? I need a new identity, so this is what I'm gonna do. Now, the mental hospital where Esther is the patient, the most violent patient, is in Estonia. The missing child named Esther, who Lena, so the fake Esther, wants to impersonate, she is missing, and she's from the USA. So the family with the missing daughter of Esther, they're in the US. And then they get notified that their daughter has been found, but it's really not the real Esther. It's Esther, our girl, our orphan. Julia Stiles is also in this movie. She plays the mother, so it was really cool seeing her again. And then she has a husband, and then she has a son named Gunnar. So Julia, the mother, she comes and gets Esther from Estonia, and then they go back to the US. And right off the bat, you see that the mother, Trisha, so Julia Stiles' character, Trisha, you can tell that there's something off about her. And at first I was like, oh, she knows that's not her daughter, but why isn't she saying anything? And then when Esther is reunited with her father and her brother, you can also see the brother is like, this is not Esther. Like, he's thinking, he's very confused, but the dad is like, yes, that is my daughter. I don't know how the hell why he would even think that was his daughter. Like, I mean, I'm not a mother, I don't have children, but if my daughter or my son was missing and then they came back to me like years later, I would know damn well if that was my child or not. You know, I don't know how he just assumed that was her. I don't know, it's a movie though. So Esther moves in and things are just kind of awkward because Esther really doesn't know who the real Esther is. She says things that are kind of off and not what the actual real missing child Esther would say. So her therapist picks up on that, along with the detective who is involved in the missing persons case for the actual Esther. And he's starting to figure out, like, that's not Esther. Then the real Esther, you know, she's watching everybody because she doesn't want her identity to come out, that she's not the real Esther. She then follows the detective home and kills him brutally. She stabs him over and over and over and over again. And then this is when the insane twist happens. So she's killing the detective. The mother, Trisha, Julia Stiles, then comes in shooting at the detective. And at first I'm like, why the hell is she shooting him? Shoot Esther. Like, Esther's gonna kill you anyways. Like, she doesn't like you. She's gonna steal your husband. Like in the first movie, she just wants to steal your husband. She wants to steal your man. But no, Julia Stiles knew from day one that was not the real Esther. And you find out that she knows what happened to her actual daughter. Her son killed her daughter Esther, and then she covered it up. But her husband does not know. Her husband truly believes that their daughter is missing. But the mother, Julia Stiles, and her son, Gunnar, they know the truth. They know that the real Esther is dead because she was murdered by Gunnar. So like, what the heck? And I think Esther was like, what? She was thrown off. So that was a really good twist because I did not see that coming. Nobody saw that coming. Was it as huge as Esther turning out to be a 33-year-old woman in the first movie? No. But it was a really good twist because I did not see that coming. So I really liked that part, but at the same time, this is an issue I have with horror movies. I don't know, I've never heard anybody talk about this before. If you relate to this, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know. I absolutely hate it in horror movies or scary TV shows when the vibe and everything is set up. It's just such a nice, spooky, suspenseful vibe. The way that it should be. And it's just, you know, you're on edge the whole time. And then all of a sudden it just cuts to happy music and the whole vibe is kind of killed off. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm the only person who notices that. I hate when that happens. Like, they're like, you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do. And it's just all suspenseful. And then it's like happy music with like a montage. And it just kills the whole vibe. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It almost did it for me when she revealed, like when the mother revealed that she knows that Esther will not be coming home. She knows that she's already dead because her son killed her and they're just pretending she's missing and not telling her husband about that. And it's almost like she was teaming up with Esther. She was basically telling her, well, you know, you chose your role to be my daughter, so you're gonna have to go along with it because my husband cannot know that you are not the real Esther. He cannot know that the real Esther is dead. So you're gonna play along. And she's very tough. And it seems almost as if Esther is scared of her. And it's like, it's something you don't really see because Esther is crazy. She's insane. She's a maniac. Maniac, maniac. That plays at one part of the film when she's like driving the car, it's playing. But she seems almost scared of the mom and quite surprised that her mom, well, her mom basically, well, the mother, it's not really her real mom, the real Esther's mom basically is saying like, play along or I'll get rid of you. And eventually she will have to get rid of her anyways because the real Esther doesn't grow. She looks like a little girl. She can't stay that way forever and the father not noticing. So it's almost like they're teaming up with each other. Esther's listening to what the mother is saying and just going along with it and, you know, The mom's like, you gotta say that your favorite color is pink. That is your favorite color now. You like this, you like that. I have friends coming over, I got people coming over. You gotta act this way. And she's just very tough with Esther because she does not want the secret to get out there. Also, my choker is inspired by Esther's pink choker. I had to turn it around though. This is like the side of it. It's actually like a bow and a heart. But her choker is literally just like this, so I thought I would wear it for the video. So Esther keeps up this act of portraying the real Esther for a little bit, but you know, it wouldn't be Orphan without some killings, even though she was killing in the beginning. We all know that everybody's gonna die in this movie except for Esther because it is a prequel, and then you see her in, you know, the original Orphan. So Esther actually tries to kill Trisha and Gunnar at a train station, and it was creepy, and then she doesn't. Someone actually gets in the way and it's like, oh, watch where you're going, little girl, and she's all pissed off. And then Trisha and Gunnar are like, okay, we need to get rid of this bitch. I can't stand her anymore. And they try to kill her, and they're like back at the house, and it's just, they're trying to kill her. Gunnar then is like fighting her, and he throws her down the stairs thinking that he killed her, and as he's throwing her, he's like, just die, or why can't you die? And before Gunnar even threw her down the stairs, they wanted to stage a suicide. They were in the bathroom with Esther, and they wanted to stage a suicide. They wanted it to look as if she killed herself, and Trisha was like, you know what, my husband, he will be all heartbroken at first, but he won't even care. And that's another thing. Trisha like did not give a fuck about her actual daughter Esther. Like, she covered up the murder from her son because she didn't want to lose both of her children, but she literally does not give a fuck about her actual daughter. So she's like, yeah, you know, my husband, he'll get over your death, whatever. Like, what? But Esther, of course, she fights back, and then that's how it like gets into this whole crazy thing. And then Gunnar throws her down the stairs, and then they lose her because they start talking, and they look down and she's not there anymore. And then Esther then attacks Gunnar and stabs him to death. And then Trisha's like, oh my gosh, she's freaking out because her son is now dead. Then the house is all, you know, in flames. Then they're on the roof. Esther, you know, this whole time she's been going after Trisha's husband, and Trisha's like, he's my man, he will never go after you. Like, what the heck? You're a grown-ass woman who's pretending to be a child, and you look like a child. Like, you're sick in the mind to even think that he'll look your way. The father then, he comes home, sees his house is up in flames. Trisha and Esther are on top of the roof, and they're, you know, about to fall off. They're holding on for dear life. And then Trisha is yelling at her husband. She's like, she's a grown-ass woman. And he's just like, what? And then she falls because she can't grip anymore. She then dies, and then Esther, like, her teeth start falling out, and she's like, I did this for us. I love you, Alan, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what the hell? And then, yeah, then he dies. So it was really good. It was really suspenseful. Esther still looks the same. Isabel did amazing playing her, of course. It has the same vibes. I think Esther, though, was a lot scarier, a lot creepier in the original. I think it's because we knew she had this really deep, dark secret, but we had no idea what it was. But in this movie, we know what her secret is, and we're kind of just like following along, seeing if she's gonna get caught or not, or like what's gonna happen next. And to be honest, you're almost rooting for Esther in this movie because Trisha was really pissing me off. Same with Gunnar, that whole family, they were just pissing me off. They had a really nice house though, but you're almost rooting for Esther, and then you're like, wait, why am I rooting for this crazy? And I really like the ending because she's being put up for adoption. And it just gets right into the original movie because it's a family who adopted Esther. So it's perfect the way it ends. I was like, oh, now I want to watch the original movie. So if you are a fan of the original movie, definitely watch Orphan First Kill. You'll really like it. You're not gonna, I mean, you might like it more than the original. I am obviously more of a fan of the original because the original freaked me out when I first saw it, but now that I know Esther's secrets and everything, I just thought she wasn't as crazy. A lot of you may think I'm wrong for saying that. I just thought she was crazy, obviously, but just not as scary. Just not as scary. But it was a great movie, and I'm gonna watch it again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've seen Orphan First Kill. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have so many paranormal videos, got so many playlists. I do paranormal games, paranormal rituals, 3 AM challenges. scary videos, paranormal investigations overnight at the scariest places in the USA, Canada, and the UK. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you rock my world. In the song lyrics, Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Birdie44. Hashtag book with the friends. Hey! And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.